FlossTube and welcome to Punky's Place. My name is Heather and I go by Punky Pearls on Facebook, Instagram, Ravelry, and I also have an Etsy shop by the same name. So it's been about 3 weeks since my last video and a lot has happened here in our little family. That is why I have been MIA for a while. We've been really busy taking care of things around here. I have got some stitching to show you, not a whole heck of a lot. I have been spending a lot of time on my sewing machine, but I will have some stitching to show to you. First, I want to say thanks so much for coming and spending some time with me. Also, I hope you guys don't mind the fan, but it is 91 degrees here in the Pacific Northwest and I am melting. We don't have air conditioning here in our house, so I have to find a way to stay cool, and the fan and the windows are my savior right now. I won't say what I was going to say. Just know that you are lucky that I'm dressed because it is hot. Anyways, these last couple weeks we've, like I said, had a lot of things going on. We had 2 high school graduates here in my house. Both my boys graduated high school, and one of those boys also received his associate's degree from the community college here in Washington. So we were busy with that. My husband got to come home from Virginia and see their graduation, and he is here for one more day. He leaves tomorrow morning to drive back. And then my mom was here for about 10 days, so that's why a lot of stitching was not done over the last couple of weeks, because I've been busy with all the things, graduation parties and hanging with my family. So let's get on to another story. The one other thing that happened over the last couple weeks, which is something that I never thought I'd tell you, but we did get a cat. I always said I would never get a cat. The story behind him is him and his siblings were abandoned at one of the local elementary schools. One of my friend's daughters found them underneath a portable, and she was going and taking care of them, and one of my coworkers took one of them in, and my daughter has been bugging me for a cat, and his little sob story made me feel awful for him. So I took her to the school and she picked out the one that she wanted. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that we thought this cat was a girl. So originally her name was Luna. It has now been changed to Artemis. He is a boy, and that's what my daughter decided to name him. He is the sweetest little thing. The dogs Teddy and Penny are getting along with him, and they let him rub up against them and hang out with them, and she's doing really well taking care of him, and he's just thriving and getting bigger. When we got him, he was tiny. He was a sack of bones and fur, and now he's got a little fat belly, and he is doing great. So we have a cat. I will insert a picture here so you can see him, and like I said, if you follow on Instagram, you will see pictures of all the fur babies and all the things going on over there. Okay. Speaking of following, I did reach my 1,000 subscribers. In fact, we're at 1,083 between Instagram and Facebook, so we will be having a giveaway, and I will talk about that at the end of the video. But let's get on to stitching. I do have a finish, and this finish is part of 2 events, one being Colorado Cross Stitchers Summer Camp, and this month's theme was stitch something that somebody's inspired you to do, or that you're inspired by, I think, something like that. And the other thing that I used it for was for my whip go. So the numbers that were called for whip go were number 1 and number 17, and number 17 for me was a new start, so this fit the bill. And I stitched Next Door by Heartstring Samplery. And here is my finish. And I stitched this for Becca of Sandbury Stitches. Her and I both got the pattern on one of our outings. I picked the purple. That's what inspired me, was Jody, Magical Jody of the Steel City Stitchers, her fabric. I am in her Fabric of the Month Club. And I was inspired by the bright, beautiful purple color, and also by the pattern, because if you've watched my FlossTube before, you see that Becca gifted me the mug with this saying on it, and I was inspired to stitch it up as soon as possible. So it's not a perfect rendition of the pattern, but it is reminiscent of the pattern. I messed up on the border. I got off on counting somehow, so I had to kind of fudge it to make it work. I don't think Becca will she won't care. I'm sure she'll love it. Hopefully. I plan on FFOing this soon, hopefully this week. I did add Becca's initial, my initial, and then 21 for the year that I finished it. I think I will make this a pillow, so this will be an FFO next time. If I don't gift it to her before my next video, I will take pictures. So that is my one finish. I stitched on my round robin piece, which is Floss Tube Friends. I'm stitching this with Bobby of Pumpkin Creek Primitives, Stacy Stay Stitches, Sally from Skate Mom Stitches, Janet from Janet Jabber, and also Jessica of Stitches of Sass. So if you remember, we were responsible for stitching the border and one of the people, and then we mail it off once a month. So we were on our second, I don't know. We've switched a couple times. I think this month we are extending our monthly time a little longer because a lot of us were busy during the end of the school year, and I think taking vacations and stuff. So I'm grateful for that. So I don't have to have this done until July 12th. My kids are going to be on vacation, so I will have plenty of time to catch up. Here is Sally's piece. Hers is stitched on a piece of 40 count Tyco from Picture This Plus. And here is my progress. I am stitching the girl on the middle, so I started her plaid skirt. And I'm loving it. I just have to sit and concentrate because those lines, they're not like solid all the way across, so you kind of have to look. And she is stitching with the called for Fancy Flosses. And hers, she puts in these little bags, and each of them have a label, which is very handy. I've never stored my floss that way, so that's fun. It's kind of neat to see how everybody does their project. So, stitched on that. I can't remember if I talked about this once before, so I'm going to talk about it again if I did, sorry. But I started Flea Market Flowers by Lori Holt. And I'm stitching this on a piece of 28 count Monaco, stitching 1/1 with the Called For DMC. And this is on a piece of 6x6 Q-snap because those little holes are tiny. And I'm stitching it with the Called For DMC. Those colors are just magic. I had a new start because I can't resist. I picked up Land That I Love. And this is also part of my haul. So I had bought this pattern on an outing. I can't remember if it was I think it was at Acorns. I can't remember. But I bought this. And I plan on stitching this section because these houses are beasts. And I don't see me taking that amount of time to stitch the houses. So my plan is to, hopefully, if I can figure out how to do it, come across here and then shimmy this piece up and just omit the houses altogether. I need to figure out where I want to put the flag. Then again, the flag's over here. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a work in progress. But I had called Acorns and Threads I had placed an order for some silks, which I'll show you at the end. And while I was on the phone with them, I asked if they had a piece of fabric that would go good with this pattern, and they said yes. And I said 46 count, and she said yes. So I got a piece of 46 count Weeks linen in Confederate gray, and I got a fat half. This will be plenty of fabric for this piece. And my little start looks ridiculous on it, but I didn't want to cut it. So I started this last night. This is fun. So my plan is to figure out how big it's going to be, but like I said, I don't want to cut it and then mess up this beautiful piece of fabric. And this is my first time stitching with Weeks Dye Works. It's Zweigart based, so it's not anything I'm not used to. Alright, the other things I stitched on my 2021 Modern Folk Embroidery Fruit of Plenty. And this is stitched on a piece of 40 count platinum. Here's my progress so far. And obviously June is out. I'm not even anywhere close to being done with April, May, or June. I haven't even started. But I have been hopping around. Now that all 3 pieces are out, I figure I could just jump around wherever the needle and thread choose to go. I'm avoiding this part because that's a lot of focus. It's beautiful when it's in. It's actually one of my favorite parts about the piece, but I just have to focus a lot. Like I said, by the time I got to stitch, it was late at night when my mom went to bed, or too much focus time. So I am stitching that with DMC numbers 598 and 318. I also stitched on Blackbird Designs for Blackbird Weekend, and this is Salute to Abigail. And I got in some of these flowers and the vase. And this is stitched on a piece of 32 count Zweigart and Natural, which is the same fabric that I used for my American Eagle. So those will be good companion pieces. I stitch on Nora Corbett's Eva. And this is what it'll look like. And this is where I'm at. She's coming along. I put in all the black of her dress. And I'm starting to put in the purple. I'm debating on whether or not I want to stitch her skin 1/1 or if I want to just keep it the 2/2. And I'm really procrastinating on putting in beads. I thought maybe I would do them at the same time, but I think I'll wait. This is so fun. So this has made me love like the solid stitching. Like I just love it. I don't know. It's so satisfying. It's kind of like coloring in a coloring book. So after this one's done, I think I'm gonna start a memorabilia. We'll see, but I love this. It's stitched on a piece of 32 count Be Stitch Me fabric in no name colorway. And I am stitching it with the called for DMC. So that is everything I stitched on. Yes, that is everything I stitched on. I'm hoping to get some more stitching in. My kids are going to go to Florida for 3 weeks, so I will have the house to myself, and I plan on getting, like, just chilling in my jammies. Not like I don't do this anyways when they're here, but just chilling in my jammies and not worrying about feeding people. Just have to feed animals. So, on to haul. I went to Hobby Lobby, and I got my punch needle and primitives summer, and I plan on doing some punch needle over the next couple weeks. So I got a piece of white punch needle cloth, and then I saw this cute needle case, and also the magnetic ruler, which is like a pattern keeper tracker thingy. It's a magnet, and it has the fabric gauge on the top, which is useful for, like, say, hand-dyed fabric that doesn't have a tag. Not like I won't remember that my stuff's 28 count, but it's just fun to have. And then the needle case came with needles, which I took out already because they're a little too big for what I stitch on. And it came with a scissor and a needle threader. And inside here is a magnet. So what I do is I just put my needle minder right there. That's perfect. I can switch this out and put them in all my bags. Maybe I'll go back and get a couple more because I feel like I have a million things as scissors, but I can never find scissors when I need them. So this is perfect. I also got my Jody fabric for June. Here is the first piece, which, hello, that's my favorite color. I wonder if she knew that. Just joking. I'm excited to find something to go on this, and this on piece of 28 count Monaco. And I also got this sunny yellow. So I'm going to find something fun. I think a nice summery or spring piece would be, or Halloween piece would be good on that yellow. I don't know. We'll figure out. But I got those. And then I had ordered a piece of 40 count fabric from Bestitch Me for my Floss Tube friends, but it didn't come in time for me to use it for my piece. So it did come right after my last video. And this is a piece of Vanilla Latte 40 count even weave. So I will be using that on this piece, which I'll show you. I think it'll be perfect for Tudor. Goodness, I can't keep it in my hand. Tudor Bee. And speaking of Tudor Bee, when I called Acorns to buy this floss, so I ended up picking the MPI for that project. This will be my first time stitching with silk, and I can't wait. I'll probably start this sooner rather than later, since I basically have it all kitted up and ready to go. So I actually called to get this, and that's when I got the Confederate gray. Yeah, so that will be a start. I think that's everything as far as stitching goes. Like I said, I haven't been doing a whole heck of a lot of stitching, but I have been making a lot of bags, and they've been selling, which thank you very much for purchasing those. I also made a couple everyday tote bags, one for a gift and one for personal use. I'm trying to work out the tweaks to make sure that they're perfect, but I probably will be selling those in the shop eventually. Once I get some more hardware and things and have all the stuff available, so I could just pick and choose and make all the things. I made a lot of decals and a couple t-shirts. I'll insert pictures of them in here so you guys can see what I've been doing that way. I haven't posted everything on Instagram because one of them, actually two of them, were gifts. So I'll post those once the people get them. One was a Father's Day gift, which obviously my husband got yesterday. And then one's for a gift for a family member for her retirement. So I've been using my silhouette machine quite a bit. I've also been, like I said, using my sewing machine quite a bit, and most of my haul has been fabric, but it's all been either cut into or folded and put away or things like that. I didn't think to keep it out for y'all to see. Just know that I've bought a lot of fabric and zippers and things like that. So that'll be exciting when I start making bags with those. Anyways, I think that's everything that I have to share with you. Oh, wait, giveaway. Can't forget the giveaway. So yes, we are having a giveaway this video. Like I said before, thank you so much for following and subscribing. The giveaway is going to be answer the question, where do you like to get your Stitchy stuff at? With your favorite LNS store or online shop. And in your comment, put Stitchy stuff. That way I can do the comment generator to pick somebody to win, and what you will be winning, not the project obviously, is going to be one of Punky's Pretty Project bags, which are the 12 by 12 vinyl bags, which this is the old version. It'll be the new version with the foam interfacing and the quilting. Yes, so be a subscriber to both. Actually, if you're a subscriber to the YouTube video, you will have 2 chances to win. I will put you in a hat to win twice. If you are just an Instagram follower, then I appreciate that as well. You'll get 1 entrance to win. But I would really appreciate if my subscribers numbers would go up, and once those go up to a certain number, I will be giving away a booklet pouch. So just know that that will be in the future. And in this booklet pouch are not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 vinyl pouches inside. And it's a separating zipper Perfect for travel, perfect for on the go. So this will be a future giveaway. I just really would like y'all who follow me on Instagram to follow me on YouTube as well. So like, subscribe. You have to be 18 or over. Make sure that I'm able to mail you goodies, and visit Punky Pearls on Etsy to look at the 4 bags that are available currently. And I will announce the winner the next video, which should be on a normal basis every couple weeks. Like I said before, this time it was a little bit different because I had a lot going on, but I will definitely be back in a couple weeks for my next video. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment with stitchy stuff down there. And like I said, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you will get 2 chances to win, and Instagram followers will get 1 chance to win. So thank you so much for watching. Happy stitching. Bye.